Alright guys, welcome to another episode of No Holds Barred Wrestling Radio. This is our weekly countdown video for today. We're not going to do any top moves, top anything this week. We're going to do our Extreme Rules predictions and a little bit of around the wrestling world. I'm your host Kyle, my co-host Phil.
Hello.
Unfortunately our match technician Brandon couldn't be here today, so he'll be here in spirit. Other than that, let's get right to the Extreme Rules predictions. We'll start off with the pre-show, our WLC match.
WLC match?
Great.
Still not sure what that is, but...
we're about to find out tomorrow, Phil. Hornswoggle versus El Torito. I have El Torito winning this match. He's more athletic than Hornswoggle. I guess it's a good way to start the show off happy, get the fans into it. And I'm guessing it's going to be a quick 5-minute match.
Yep. Hornswoggle had his moment in the sun a few years ago, so I'm going to have to go with El Torito for this one. I can't believe how much build this match has had. I mean, they had the contract signing on SmackDown. It was a little funny. I was a bit entertained by it, and I guess I'm curious what the WLC match is.
Yep. Moving on to match number 2, we have the handicap match, which is Alexander Rusev versus R-Truth and Woods. I have Rusev winning in this match. It's probably going to be another squash match. I do see Truth and Woods pulling up a good fight against Rusev. More of a fight than they have in the last couple of weeks. I'd say it's probably going to be a good 5, maybe 8-minute match. But I do see Rusev winning this match.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. I'm going to have to go with Rusev as well.
All right. Moving on to the triple threat match, we have Jack Swagger versus Cesaro versus RVD in an elimination style match. I have RVD winning in this match, Phil. I see Swagger and Cesaro just trying to build out all their frustration with each other that they've had the last couple of weeks, and basically screwing themselves over and having RVD win by capitalizing on the opportunity. But I still see it to being a good 10 to 12-minute match.
Yeah. If this had been a regular triple threat, I would have said Swagger, like stealing a win. But I'm going to have to, since it's elimination style, that kind of changes my mind a bit to Cesaro. I mean, Cesaro's been looking so strong lately, and I think he's going to pull off a win in this elimination match.
All right, moving on to the Divas Championship match. We have Paige versus Tamina Snuka. I do have Paige winning in this match. It's a little too early for Paige to lose the Divas title. I still see it to be a pretty good 10-minute match, but I'm calling it right now. Paige wins via Paige Turner.
Paige Turner, yeah. I want to see that finisher again. I want to see it done properly. And yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you and go with Paige for this one as well.
Yep. Moving on to the Intercontinental Championship match, we have Big E versus the number 1 contender, Wade Barrett, who won the Intercontinental Championship tournament. Good on Wade Barrett's part. Good push for the Bad News character. I see this being a really, really good match. I wouldn't have a IC title. I wouldn't have an IC title tournament if they weren't going to choose a new champion, right? So I am going to go with Bad News Barrett in this match, and I kind of see, it's my own prediction, I kind of see maybe a Big E heel turn.
Yeah, I mean, Big E, he was pretty intense on SmackDown last week, which I'll talk about in Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down. And yeah, Bad News Barrett, new gimmick, so much momentum right now. I see him winning the IC title for, I think, a 3rd time for him. I'm not sure, but yeah, Wade Barrett for the win.
All right, moving on to the Steel Cage match, we have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. This has been a really good build-up for this match, Phil. This is probably going to be match of the night, my guess. This is probably going to be also the end chapter in the feud. We'll see after Extreme Rules if they do continue the feud. I still see the Wyatt family interfering in this match in some sort of way. It's not like they're going to be barred from ringside. This is potentially going to be a 10 to 15-minute match, but I do have John Cena overcoming everything. You know, Cena wins, laugh out loud, but he is going to win.
This is a really tough one for me. I mean, half this pay-per-view is so easy to predict, and the other half is so hard. I will have to go with John Cena as well, and I'm guessing, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, they're hanging outside the ring. Just because there's a cage doesn't mean they can't do anything, but so I'm sure they'll be a factor. But yeah, tough one to call, but I'm going to have to go with John Cena, the golden boy. Yep.
Next is the 3-on-3 tag team match. We have the Shield versus Evolution. Another good build-up. 2 pretty solid teams. I have Reigns winning this match, spearing Triple H, and setting up maybe for their feud at SummerSlam that they keep talking about. I do see Evolution splitting up after this pay-per-view. It sucks because I've been hyping them so many weeks in our past videos, but I do see them splitting up because Batista needs to take some time off for his movie. So I see this being a good 15-minute match, but I do have the Shield winning.
The Shield, yeah, I'm going to pick the Shield as well. But I don't think this will be the last time we see Shield versus Evolution within the next few months, as I'll talk about in some different videos. But yeah, so much. Like the Shield are looking so strong right now. So yeah, I'm picking them for the win.
Yep. And lastly, we have the main event, the WWE World Title match between Daniel Bryan and Kane. This is also a good build-up for this match. Daniel Bryan being attacked by Kane, Brie Bella being attacked by Kane. I don't see Kane winning the world title. There'd be no point for a part-time wrestler to win the WWE World Title. I have Daniel Bryan coming out full on top. I see him coming out full force. I don't see him playing to any injuries. It will be a good back-and-forth matchup because of the talent that is in this match. We'll have to see. But I do have Daniel Bryan coming up on top, and probably a good 10 to 15-minute match.
Yep, I'm going to have to go with Daniel Bryan as well. Kane, though, looking really destructive, like more destructive than we've seen in years. And he's got the mask back on, and but he's just a big, strong opponent for Daniel Bryan to prove himself as a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, my pick is DB, Daniel Bryan.
Yep, guys, those are our Extreme Rules predictions. If you have any predictions of yourself, please leave a comment in the section down below. Alright, it is now time for Around the Wrestling World, news and rumors around the WWE World / TNA / anything that's worth talking about. First bit of news we have today, we have Kurt Angle continues to tease his WWE return. So I guess someone asked him on Twitter if he would return to WWE, who would he face? And Kurt Angle's response was if, with a question mark, and Daniel Bryan. His DNA contract is set to expire in late August into September, and we could see potentially a Kurt Angle return, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Angle, one of the best wrestlers of the last decade or so. And yeah, him versus Daniel Bryan, that's definitely a dream match. Both of them are excellent technical wrestlers and submission style wrestlers. And yeah, there's just definitely a match I'd like to see if Kurt Angle comes back.
Yeah, I would love to see Kurt Angle come back. Maybe even still play off the same theme he used to use and the "You Suck" chants back.
We can sing along.
Yep. I see Kurt Angle returning, maybe playing the heel part of that, like he did before he left, yelling at the crowd to tell him not to chant "You Suck." But I want to see Kurt Angle back in WWE. That'd be something I'd love to see. We'll have to see later in the year when his contract does expire and whether or not WWE gives him a good enough contract for him to sign.
Definitely.
Under a second bit of news, we have an actually confirmation by a couple of wrestling websites. WWE is planning to sign Bill Goldberg before WrestleMania 31. The plan is to have him come back to promote the WWE 2K15 video game coming out in the fall. They're looking to start promoting this game at SummerSlam this year. Maybe that's going to be the first time we see the first sign of Goldberg, Phil. Maybe potential WrestleMania 31 match, Hall of Fame induction. Apparently he's still keeping in shape. Apparently he's been still working out, just in case another match comes up to him and he agrees to it. And then we also know his son wants to see him wrestle before his dad actually fully retires.
Yeah, I mean Goldberg. One of the things he wants to do is like show his son what he can do in the wrestling ring. And yeah, Bill Goldberg staying in shape, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, his matches were pretty short back in the day, so it's not like he's got much wear and tear on his body. And yeah, I mean, Bill Goldberg coming back, that'd be a pretty cool thing. I mean, I don't mind part-timers or one-off matches. I mean, it just depends how they're used.
Yeah, I really want to see Bill Goldberg wrestle one more time. I really hope he does have a WrestleMania 31 match. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll be against Ryback, I'm hoping.
Ryback getting the Goldberg chance makes sense.
Yeah, I'd love to see Goldberg versus Ryback. Anyways, on to another bit of news. We have plans for a Sheamus heel turn, I guess for the upcoming WWE Live event European Tour, or after they're planning on turning Sheamus heel. Whether or not he feuds with who, we'll have to find out. But I like this. I used to love the Sheamus heel, and I'm glad to see him come back.
Yeah, I mean, Sheamus, he's been such a baby face for a while now. I mean, like a good guy. I mean, the kids are loving him. I'm guessing if they do turn him, it'll be after the European tour because, I mean, Sheamus is from Europe, so if he's a good guy there, it's better. Yeah. But yeah, Sheamus as a heel, we haven't seen that in a while, so let's see what happens this time around.
Yep. Also, another bit of news: we have apparently the WWE Tough Enough competition is returning. It'll only be shown on the WWE Network. There hasn't been a date confirmed of when it will exactly return, but they have announced that it will be filmed at the WWE Performance Center. I did like the Tough Enough back in the day. I loved how they promoted it on WWE television. Maybe they'll start out in the Performance Center, and then later on when they're trying to decide the finalists, they'll have a little bit of promotions on Raw and SmackDown, like strength competitions, mic skill competitions. I guess we'll have to see with that. But yeah. I'm excited for Tough Enough. Yeah,
Tough Enough. I can't say that I've ever watched it, but I mean, as soon as we get the network in Canada, if the network gets Tough Enough, I'll be sure to check it out.
Another bit of news too. WWE is making talent name their finishers. Any WWE talent now that has an unnamed finisher, they're making them name them. The recent superstar that's done that is Curtis Axel. He is now named his finishing move the Axe Hole.
Great name, great name. I don't know if he can have the Axe Hole. I think John Cena should be able to have the FU.
Yeah,
don't you think?
I think so too. I didn't understand when it was first released that he named it the Axe Hole. Why can't John Cena have the FU?
I don't know.
Or the STFU. It's now just called the STF, like the original wrestling move. Maybe they're going to tell John Cena to name that move now because STF is the original wrestling name.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I think it's great that wrestlers have input on what their finishers are called. I mean, you keep hearing that they have a script to read during promos. I think wrestlers should have a bit of more creative freedom with what they do, and I think it's just great that this is a starting point where they name their finishers.
Yep. And the last bit of news, we have WWE that released 4 NXT talents the other day. We have Mason Ryan being released. As you know, he was a former member of CM Punk's New Nexus. He had a bit of WWE playing time, but now
Welsh Tista.
Yep. Apparently, he's been officially released. Where he goes is up to him. Another superstar is Raquel Diaz. That is the daughter of Eddie Guerrero and Vicky Guerrero. It's unfortunate to see her go, part of the WWE family. Best wishes off to her. And we have 2 random people. Danny Burch, who never really got any time. And I've seen Oliver Gray in a couple matches, but I guess WWE doesn't choose to go with him. Other than that, that's all around. That's a bit of news around the wrestling world, guys. Be sure to hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel. Follow us at NoHoldsBarred WR on Twitter. I'm your host, Kyle, as always. My co-host, Phil.
See ya.
Yep.